Hey everyone. Sometimes life can be very overwhelming and things can come blindside you and just throw your mind through the ringer. And I'd like to remind anyone out there who's going through some hard times or struggles that um, one of the best allies I have is not just my support system of friends and family that I can talk to, but is my ability to put my thoughts down on paper and write them out. And I know we don't always have access to something like that, like a big notepad or anything like that. But that's why I love these little notebooks so much. These things have literally saved me on countless occasions when it comes to having to write down a list of things I have to get done, a list of things I have to get from the grocery store, a list of something that's on my mind, pros and cons for particular situations. If you're more of a creative type and you like writing poetry, it's a great way to be able to jot down those ideas whenever you're on the go, because if you're anything like me, sometimes the best ideas come to you when you least expect it. And these have been really wonderful to just keep these ideas flowing. Like these are just full of different ideas, like just full. Like there's some empty pages, and that's great because there's still some room for me to put down more ideas. And sometimes it's kind of chaotically organized, but for the most part, though, there's a certain level of organization in these that come with the person who's writing down inside of them, and they go a long way. They really do. Whenever you're at a creative block, or if you have writer's block or something like that, the advantage of having all these chaotic notes written down in scribbles and scratches is that you can always go back and revisit them and get inspiration from those sorts of things. So these have been really helpful for me in my own personal endeavors to want to be the best father I possibly can be for my daughter that will arrive any day now. So my daughter's set to arrive within the next 10 days. March 19th is the due date, and she's going to come out whenever she's ready to come out. So I've been organizing my thoughts because there's so many different ideas and anxieties and fears and hopes and dreams that come to mind. So I wrote down a list of songs I want to learn how to play on the guitar for my daughter, and I wrote down all the things that I need to do to get prepared before she comes here. And I'm still feeling overwhelmed and as prepared as I'll ever be. But without these notebooks, with how scatterbrained my mind can be sometimes, it can be very difficult to keep a solid focus at times. And these have really saved my life on several different occasions. But last night I spent some time with some reading material. There's a Your Guide to Pregnancy, Birth, and Parenting, put out by Michigan Medicine, University of Michigan. Yeah, my partner went to University of Michigan, and it's a really wonderful hospital in Ann Arbor, and I think that's where the baby will be born, if everything goes to plan. But as we noticed from my previous videos about birthing plans, we realized that they're good to make birthing plans, but as we all know, nothing quite ever goes to plan, especially birthing plans. Everything seems to change last minute, but it's good to have a solid goal or a focus, because who knows, maybe they will go to plan, and that would be a wonderful thing. But this has been very good for my male brain to read this stuff and understand more about prenatal care, the labor and birth process, and postpartum care is the next chapter I'll be working on here. And then, of course, newborn care too. And it's just good to have extra information, extra resources, and know what you can anticipate happening before it happens. Because there's so many different things that can happen, and you can't really predict what they can be. You can make plans, but you have to be ready to be adaptable and go with them. So that's about what I have to contribute so far for last week, and I'll make another video for this week. I'm a little late posting this time around, but life's been absolutely overwhelming for your old pal Flec here. So I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching this video here today, and I also want to remind you all that last year I did a post every single day of the year challenge, where I posted a video for every single day of the year, including weekly circus and flow arts tutorials. So I encourage you to go check out my playlist section and see all the content I've created. Maybe you'll find something that's interesting to you. A number of different product reviews, rants on religion, philosophy, and all sorts of stuff. Go check that out, and remember to never give up, to do your best, to stay true to you, and to be amazing, and to just be the best version of exactly who you are. Thanks again for watching, and maybe you'll watch another video later, hopefully. If not, Have a beautiful everything. Take care. Bye.